a fireside chat. This fireside chat will explore how artificial intelligence and data centers can drive digital innovation, smart governance, and economic growth, with a focus on collaboration between the UAE and Andhra Pradesh. The session will be moderated by Ms. Raksha Sharda, Vice President, Primus Partners. And I'd like to invite our speakers. A warm welcome to Mr. Nara Lokesh, Honorable Minister for IT and Electronics, RTG and HRD, Government of Andhra Pradesh. And we also take the pleasure to request you to join us, sir. And Mr. Manu Jain, CEO, G42 India. Hi, sir. Morning, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence and data centers powering digital economies through UAE Andhra Pradesh collaboration, fireside chat. I now hand it over to the moderator, Ms. Raksha Sharda.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries and delegation from the UAE. This fireside chat is not only going to be interesting, but quirky. We have two friends who've known each other for years, shared ideas, debates, and probably a few inside jokes too. Each a visionary and a leader in their own sphere of life. I would first like to introduce our first guest, who brings together the energy of youth, the clarity of vision, and a deep-rooted commitment to public service. He is none other than Honorable Minister Nara Lokesh, Minister for IT, Electronic Communication, HRD and RTG, Government of Andhra Pradesh, a public representative with a technocrat's mind and a changemaker's drive. From driving digital initiatives in Andhra to championing citizen-first governance, he is redefining what modern leadership looks like. From blockchain in governance to Wi-Fi in villages, he's been pushing boundaries before it was cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lokesh Nara, can we have a round of applause, please? Our next guest redefines the term of serial entrepreneur with a twist. He just doesn't start things. He scales them, he disrupts them, and then somehow makes them look so effortless. Please welcome Mr. Manu Jain, CEO of G42 India, where he is leading the charge to drive India's digital transformation with cutting-edge AI solutions. Known for his passion for technology and innovation, Manu was also the architect behind India's smartphone revolution, making tech not just smarter, but more accessible. He's a kind of a leader who can decode technology, strategy, and cricket scores all in one breath. And trust me, he will still get more steps on his fitness tracker than all of us combined together. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Mr. Nara Lokesh and Mr. Manu Jain for a candid, no-filtered fireside session. Today, we are going to explore how AI and data centers are becoming the backbone of this modern economy and the unique opportunity which is packed for UAE and Andhra Pradesh. So before we jump into the AI and data centers, Manu, this is a question to you. If you could let us know that, what hooked you to AI and tech? You had any early aha moments? You realized that AI is going to be the next big frontier. What was that?
Hello. First of all, I must say I'm really truly honored and privileged to be here in Andhra Pradesh, and I've been really fortunate to have Honorable Minister Mr. Nara Lokesh and Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Naidu as friends, as mentors for the last 10 years. I don't know if you remember it, Mr. Lokesh, but it was exactly 10 years ago in 2015, in May or June, when I met Honorable Chief Minister for the first time. This is when we were starting off Xiaomi in India. And he convinced me that the best place to start electronics manufacturing in the country was in Andhra Pradesh. And exactly 10 years ago, in August 2015, our first manufacturing plant was launched here in Andhra Pradesh. And since then, I'm truly indebted to you and to HCM for being such great supporters and mentors, not only to me, but to a lot of people across the country who want to do something in technology. So thank you so much. Coming back to your question, so my journey or tryst with technology started about 12-15 years ago when I came back to India and started an e-commerce company to sell shoes and clothes called as Jabong. Those days it was considered stupid. I thought it was a stupid idea. Who would buy shoes and clothes online? The way to buy this is go to a nearby store and buy it. But soon it became one of the largest e-commerce companies. And that's how my journey with technology started. Soon I realized that a lot of people, more than 60-65% of our consumers who used to come, buy shoes and clothes online, they were buying it from a small little device called a smartphone. That's how my journey with smartphones started. Then Xiaomi became the largest company in India. We had all our manufacturing plants here in Andhra Pradesh. And then I realized a lot of people are using this not only as a device, but they're doing intelligent stuff on this. And the recent form of intelligence is artificial intelligence that a lot of us know this. That's how my changed from smartphones to building large supercomputers. So I've basically gone from selling sneakers to smartphones and now supercomputers. That's how my journey has been.
That's exciting to know. Honorable Minister, from your perspective, what inspired your journey into digital governance and technology policy?
Thank you, Manu, for believing in Andhra Pradesh, and thanks for taking time off coming all the way from UAE to Vijayawada. We promise next time we'll have a direct flight connecting UAE and Vijayawada for sure. Saying that, so there are moments in life that fundamentally change you, and for me it's been my Padayatra. That's where I've realized that during the first IT revolution, we have digitized the broken processes. Yes, they're digitized, but they're still broken. I think what excites me is with the advent of AI is how can I democratize governance? And how can we make it a lot more approachable to citizens? I think that's what excites me. And if you look at Andhra Pradesh, we are one of the very first states to bring close to about 600 services on WhatsApp. We call it Manamitra. I believe it's the step in the right direction, but it's just the beginning. We are now putting together a data lake in the back end, where whether a citizen wants a certificate or not, we are going to have it. So when he or she wants it, it's going to be available. That's the kind of approach that we want to take. The parallel thing I've also realized in my Padayatra is that the entire land records is still a broken system in India. Though there's been a lot of digitization, it's still a broken process. So we are now putting together an AI agent that can take all the knowledge of the best RDOs and so on and so forth. And what parts of this process can actually be automated. And that's what excites us here in Andhra Pradesh. So in a nutshell, it's about democratizing governance, and that's been the motto with which we are adopting AI now in Andhra Pradesh.
That's good to hear. From your learning experiences, moving on to the landscapes that we want to discuss today. Mr. Manu, from the vantage point at G42, how do you see AI and data centers shaping the future of the digital economies globally, and especially focusing on India and UAE?
So first of all, if you think 25 years back, when internet was just coming in 98, 99, a lot of people said internet will change the life. There were a lot of people who thought this was just a fad, just a fashion. But if you really fast forward today, a lot of things like we can just order food in 10 minutes, we can basically do video calls with people sitting across the world. All of this has been possible through internet. So the next big thing in the next 25 years is going to be about AI and related fields. And the most foundational block in artificial intelligence, AI, is the data center. So data centers are these really high-tech buildings. Think of this like high-tech malls, which basically bring like high degree of security, safety, where data and compute is stored, and which is used for building AI cloud, AI compute, which is used to store AI compute and then AI cloud and AI models. So we at G42, one of our goals is to basically build this intelligence grid, a grid of interconnected data centers and compute clusters across the world. If you look at, 40, 50 years ago, one of the grid that was built many decades ago was this whole electricity grid. And everything that we use, from lights, AC, mobile phones, use this electricity grid. But if you look at 25 years down the line, our children will use two different grids, electricity grid and this intelligence grid, which will be powering the world of AI. And we want to play a small role in making this happen. So when, for example, when President Trump was there in UAE a few weeks ago, we announced that we will build a 5 gigawatt AI data center. And just to give you a reference of how big 5 gigawatt is, today India total combined is about 1.5 gigawatt of total capacity. So we announced something which is almost 4 times bigger than what is there existing in India, out of which first gigawatt will be a Stargate initiative, the first Stargate outside of US, which we are building in Abu Dhabi in partnership with NVIDIA, with OpenAI, with SoftBank and many other companies. And we think there's a lot of scope here in the country, in India, because if you look at the recent report, India has become the largest market for OpenAI. About 14-15% of the OpenAI users, 1 out of 6 users in the world are from India. So there's a lot of opportunity for India, for Andhra Pradesh, to build similar kind of infrastructure, which is AI data centers and compute clusters for companies like OpenAI, for Grok, for Gemini, and for many more.
Awesome. So Andhra already has a vision of becoming a smart tech hub, with the quantum computing talking about data lakes, etc. Sir, how do you see the collaboration with UAE adding value, and what are specific tech synergies that you anticipate?
Honestly, I think our generation is lucky where we are able to see industrial revolutions at quick succession. In the past, we've seen how airport transforms the entire economy. Like, look at Hyderabad airport, I think now contributes close to 16 or 18% of Telangana's GDP. I believe that's what data centers actually can do. And data centers can be the nucleus for actual innovation and to kickstart the entire economic activity. This is the foresight that we had way back in 2017-18 when ChatGPT in the current form didn't even exist. That's where we roped in all of them to come to Vizag to make it the data city for India. Last 5 years was a blip, but now we are sort of accelerating that journey. And we want to lead the entire data revolution in India, and we believe we have the right ingredients in Visakhapatnam. And definitely I'm leaning on G42 to support us in this journey. I think UAE and India have a lot in common. Definitely India is the future. We will be a $30 trillion economy by 2047, no questions about it. And Andhra Pradesh will be about a $2.5 trillion economy by then. So we have great aspirations. And then we have the fire in ourselves to actually deliver this. And to be fair, a flight from UAE to Visakhapatnam or Vijayawada is not more than 3 hours. So we are a lot closer to them than Europe is or US is. So I think there's a lot more synergies that we can actually build on. I think there's a lot for Andhra to learn in terms of the investments now you're doing in the UAE. Second, as a HRD minister, for me, it's exciting times because curriculum revamp is required. Gone are those days of traditional programming. I think now we are coming about with the AI age and quantum, which is the next revolution. So the first quantum 150-bit qubit computer is going to be coming here to Amravati. And that's where I think there's a lot of areas that we can actually collaborate in terms of curriculum, in terms of investments. We did discuss opportunities about data embassies, where India's data can be housed in an embassy in UAE and vice versa, hopefully in Visakhapatnam. And I think this kind of collaboration at a G2G level, I think is going to be critical for both our countries to sort of now work together and really strengthen our relationships.
Great. From the data centers to moving through governance through AI. So, Mr. Manu, AI can power citizen services, improve transparency, drive policies, etc. How is AI reshaping governance models in the UAE, and what lessons probably we could learn and be the first mover advantage while we always are?
So I was about to say, I think Andhra Pradesh and Mr. Naidu, he's always been at the forefront of this. I don't know if you remember, 2015 was the first time I came to Vijayawada. Those days, the states had just split. Honorable Chief Minister had just announced Amravati as the new capital. And I still remember he took me to this data room, a large data room, in the middle of all paddy fields, like all fields over there. And I was amazed because there were so many computers and screens over there. And every single data point about every citizen, every village, every taluk, every city, every district was being captured over there and monitored over there. I still remember those days I had not seen these kind of war rooms, data rooms, even in large companies, corporates. But I saw it in Andhra Pradesh, in Vijayawada. So you and Honorable Chief Minister have been in the forefront of technology. You built a great hub in Hyderabad and now building here in Amravati, in Vijayawada and in Vizag. Going back to what we have seen in Abu Dhabi or in UAE, I think over there we see the next level where using this data and using AI for decision making. So in a lot of areas, AI is being implemented, a lot of government areas. In fact, what I remember is that in Abu Dhabi, across all digital departments, it has been mandated that they have to be AI first by 2027. A lot of small areas across the board where AI is being used, like all traffic fines now are done through AI. There's immigration process which is being done through AI, so you just walk through a tunnel and you don't have to go through anybody for stamping or even for the smart gate. AI will do your immigration on your behalf. AI is being used for genome sequencing and a lot more. And I'm pretty sure this can be used and implemented here in India and in Andhra Pradesh, even at a bigger scale, because the population size is so much more and the impact can be so much more as compared to any other part of the world. So I'm sure this is only a matter of time before you would implement all of this or even better than this here in AP.
Great. Honorable Minister, if you could shed some light on how AI is actually reshaping the governance models in India and what could be leveraged from the UAE.
If I'm correct, if my memory serves me right, UAE is one of the very first countries to have an AI minister. Two, they have also in all their boards, there is now an AI board member that enables decision making. I met the Honorable Minister of UAE and before I came for this meeting, even in their cabinet meeting, now they're having an AI minister, not the human but the AI doing this. So it aids in decision making. So in Andhra Pradesh, we are at the beginning of adopting AI. What we've done is we've gotten all the use cases from various departments. So we have close to about 100 use cases now available. And we are now doing a hackathon to go about solving the challenges that they are facing at the field. But honestly, it's just the beginning. I think there's a lot for Andhra to learn from UAE, the kind of implementation that they've done. So I was jokingly telling Manu that if I implement AI in traffic violation, then I'll be out of a job. I think it's something that we need to learn, bring it slowly in, and we need to create the entire impetus in the right direction. Because the harsh reality sometimes does hurt, but I think we have to prepare the public of Andhra Pradesh in the right direction to actually adopt AI. Saying that, I think to be fair, there's a lot of fear around AI, whether we will lose jobs. And my only say has been that every industrial revolution has ended up creating more jobs than it has displaced. And countries that have adopted to that industrial revolution have done exceedingly well. So in the IT revolution, India has been the biggest gainer. I believe in the AI revolution, India will be the biggest gainer. But I think there's a lot to lean on to UAE and what they're doing, and specifically in G42. And there's something for us to sort of learn and look at the areas of synergy and implement those here in Andhra Pradesh.
You mentioned that you will be out of the job. I don't think you will ever be out of job. I don't think AI can ever can have the kind of charisma and charm that you have, and will never get the kind of love and support that you get from everybody. So AI will take up a lot of jobs, but definitely not yours.
Rightly said, Mr. Manu. As I said, the state is always, a step ahead. Honorable Minister took my question for the next fireside and answered in this one as well. So moving on to the job creation and economic growth that we always speak about, there are conversations that sometimes data centers are more infra heavy and not that much of a job creations, so on and so forth. But we all know that it's important. It's not just infra, but it's engine of economic growth as well. Mr. Manu, what is your thought on data centers and economic growth?
So as Honorable Minister said, I actually think in the next wave, when the wave of AI comes in a very big way, data centers will play a very big role. And not just enabling AI, but being the engines of growth, as he said. If you think about from a data center perspective, there are 4-5 things required to build a data center. You need land, you need power, you need undersea cables of fiber connectivity, you need people who will offtake it, the capacity in the data center, and of course you need the great government support. And I think a place like Andhra Pradesh has probably all 5 of these. You have land, you have green energy. Sir was telling me that now they have undersea cable coming to Vizag. Then with Vizag becoming a large technology hub, you will have off-takers over here. And of course, you have a great government support. So I genuinely hope that Visakhapatnam or Andhra Pradesh will become a large hub for data centers. And when you have data centers, then the entire industry moves over there. You will have people who will build large compute clusters, who will build quantum computing, supercomputers, AI computers, GPU clusters in these data centers. Then you will have cloud companies coming and setting up cloud on top of it. You will have AI companies coming and building models on top of it. So while you think of data center as just the building, but what you have to think of is this enables the entire ecosystem. And one data center will generate hundreds and thousands of jobs. Not only people who are working in data center, but all around this, across compute, across cloud, across AI, and those applications built on AI.
Great. Sir, given that Andhra is taking a lot of initiatives in AI and data centers, just your thoughts on how are we creating new opportunities for youth skill development, because that's very important, and how do you see such partnerships that we are doing right now would definitely add value to the story that we are building in?
See, the biggest challenge that I foresee is that the kind of jobs that will get created in the 5-year horizon are yet to be discovered in AI. We really are yet to understand the kind of transformation that we are up against. So as a government, as the HRD minister, my focus is on can I sort of build my curriculum which is going to be ahead of the curve. And the basic traditional skills, or if I may, which borderline are still relevant, but then might not be 5 years from now, should actually move into a polytechnic or a degree college sort of a level where universities do the next level sort of inspirational curriculum and actually inspiring R&D. I think is going to be very, very critical for us. So it's going to be an exciting journey, needless to say. And as I've already said, it's important to embrace it. There's no point resisting it. So the quicker we embrace it, quicker we prepare our youngsters for the next revolution, I think the state and the nation will be ready. When no one in India was really talking about quantum, it is this state that spoke about quantum. We're getting South Asia's first 150 qubit quantum computer coming to here, Amravati. January it will be here. We're going to have use cases ready and we're going to execute on it. So our ability to sort of understand the curve, where it's going to be, and actually execute on it is going to be very, very critical. And Andhra Pradesh is leading from the front. So yes, in midst of paddy fields, you will have a quantum computer. And it will truly transform the entire ecosystem that's going to get built around it.
You spoke about embracing new technology and AI. If I may ask, how are you embracing AI yourself as an individual, not as a minister? What are some of the use cases? What do you use AI for?
What do I not use AI for? I think is the right question. AI is here. It is a way of life. It enables us to work more efficiently. I've used tools from where I have devices where it hears, it's like my note taker of the meeting and gives me the summary of the meeting at the end of it. So I'm using that. Basic drafting, I use AI for sort of if I want to search about Manu Jain and his profile, AI does a damn good job in it. I also do search around, what kind of games can I play with my 10-year-old? How can I keep a 10-year-old engaged without an iPad or an iPhone, if I may? So I think AI has really helped me in different walks of, in different parts of my life.
Quick, thank you. Moving on, we have 3 quick questions as rapid fire questions. Sir, to begin with you, and play one by one with each of you. Your favorite AI application today?
ChatGPT.
Mr. Mahmood.
ChatGPT, and recently I've started using Grok, and I'm really impressed with the results that Grok is giving.
One futuristic tech you are most excited about?
Self-driving cars.
Okay.
If you come to UAE, I can actually show you. We have a company which is doing this in UAE. Personally, I'm most excited about robotics. With AI coming in, robotics can actually do a lot of work for us. So there was a very famous quote that I do not want AI to do poetry and work for me, coding, and while I do washing and cleaning. So with robotics coming in, it can be actually reversed. I am like excited about robots coming and doing cleaning and washing for us. So I'm really excited about that.
Exciting. Sir, last typed query to an LLM. Last typed query to an LLM.
I was drafting automatic WhatsApp reply messages. How to make it more pleasant to share the bad news.
For me, I was coming today morning and I realized I've been to Vijayawada so many times over the last 10 years, but I have not been successful in bringing my wife here. So I was asking ChatGPT and Grok what are the best ways that I can convince my wife to come to Vijayawada next time I'm here.
And if I may, what was the response?
So there were multiple responses, but I think there were a lot of them were also funny. But three I found very useful. First, ChatGPT suggested that I should probably take pictures in front of some of the scenic places or famous places of Vijayawada, especially farmland, and show it to her. Second, I should buy some nice gifts from Vijayawada, which is like local gifts, take it for her. And third, where I need your help, is direct flights from Dubai or Abu Dhabi to Vijayawada. Otherwise, I don't think I can bring her.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing and a fascinating conversation that we've had. Today's Fireside Chat didn't even only give us a glimpse into how data centers and AI is not just the buzzwords, but they're the building blocks for future-ready economies. We heard how Andhra Pradesh is positioning itself as a digital powerhouse, creating jobs, skilling youth, and enabling innovation, and how collaboration with global leaders like UAE can fast-track the vision into reality. From policy to infrastructure, from innovation to impact, it's clear that the future will be shaped by those who embrace technology and partnerships with purpose. A big thank you to our speakers, Honorable Minister Lokesh Nara and Mr. Manu Jain, for their insights, candor, and vision. Thank you to the audience for joining us and hearing this forward-looking conversation. Let's keep the momentum going because the future is being built. It's right here and right now. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Salute.